But the first deck we are going to play a league with is something that looked relatively interesting. I ended up playing against a deck very similar to this. I might have actually been the same person, I can't remember, in a league last week, and it's Gruul Prowess with 4 copies of Questing Druid. So you have your typical prowess creature fare of like Swiftspear, Channeler, Soul-Scar Mage as your for your threats, and then you have Questing Druid, which is kind of like another sort of draw to effect that this deck typically wants because it's able to chain a bunch of free spells with like Manamorphose, Mutagenic Growth, Mishra's Bauble, generate a ton of prowess triggers, and it also doubles as a prowess creature for better for lack of a better term, I guess, where it triggers off of stuff like Dart, Manamorphose, Breach. It doesn't trigger off of Mutagenic Growth, which is kind of awkward, but that is kind of the concept here where you're like, Dart, Bolt, Dart to get a lot of prowess triggers. Same with Mishra's Bauble. And then you get to shave on lands a lot because you're playing 4 Abundant Harvest. And Abundant Harvest is really good because it acts as like a spell, triggers your prowess cards, but it also effectively acts as a land when you need that as well. So that's kind of cool. Sideboard, pretty straightforward, self-explanatory. Claw for Burn, Grudge for Hammer, Run Afoul for Murktide, K-Return for Sanctifier, and then Chalice for Cascade. So, looks pretty cool. I'm excited to see how this goes. I'm excited to see how good this card is, because when I tried it in Pioneer, I wasn't that impressed with it. But we'll see if maybe it can be a little bit better in Modern. All right, JS has redeemed a deck tech. Perfect. Let's take a look. It's hands like this that make me really, really enjoy the Abundant Harvests. Yeah, we're going to run it back, Gremlin. How long does a Modern League last, and what does it cost? Entry fee is 100 play points or 10 tickets, and it lasts as long as it takes you to play 5 rounds, basically. Debating if I want to use the Bauble now. Probably. Just kind of want to cycle through it. Jund Saga. Yund Saga. That's a good card. I'm just gonna trade. If I block growth, then I just get blown out by Bolt or Push. So I'm just gonna let the trade happen, especially because I drew to the prowess creature. So now we can just go, fetch Stomping Ground, 2/1 drops, attack. Next turn, Manamorphose, Harvest, Growth, like do a bunch of stuff. Saw Anberlin on their farewell tour. Anberlin's really good. Tarmogoyf. How do I beat a Tarmogoyf? Asking for a friend. But they got back together. So much for a farewell tour. Alright, this one. This one. Your turn. Could have maybe attacked there. Yeah, attack was probably free. Tells them that I had the Mutagenic Growth. But that's fine. Like, they don't block. They take 1. Lava Dart and Breach are kind of anti-synergistic. Sort of. But if you have Channeler, then not necessarily, right? Because if you have Channeler going with the Lava Dart, then you're putting more cards into the graveyard for it. So it's like, you don't really notice it as much. Manamorphose has aged so poorly as a prowess card. I don't know how to articulate it. I mean, it's not great into the Bowmaster meta. I understand what you're saying when you say something like that. So we go green, red. See, like, here is a spot where I don't know if I should... Like, do I Seek the Beast? Do I Druid? Do I Harvest first? These are the spots that I just, like, I don't know what I should be doing here. If there's, like, the best way to sequence this. Like, I kind of want to lead on Harvest, but that can't be right. I could Seek. Maybe, you know what I just thought of? What if I wasn't supposed to cast Manamorphose? What if I was supposed to just go land pass and Seek on their end step? And then save Manamorphose for next turn. I think that's what I was probably supposed to do. Well, I can't pass and seek. I have 2 mana floating. Alright, I found a land in a 1-drop, which is not bad. We'll take it. We can't attack this turn. Could have bluffed the second Mutagenic, I guess. Holy shit. That's a Shieldred. Okay, Shieldred spotted. Shieldred jump scare. Alright, please give me Unholy Heat. Non-land. They're at 11. That was actually a pretty good draw. I'm just debating if I should play the Questing Druid first. I have to go to 11 to do so. It's probably worth it, right? 11. So if I'm definitely going to play Bauble. I guess we can do this first. That doesn't really matter. Yeah, let's go... I'm going to play the Druid here. I don't know if this is right. But I'm just going to go play Druid. And then send everything at them. Fuck your Ren and 6. Do they know? They know about the dart, right? So they have to block with at least one thing. What happens if they block with both? If they block with both, I can dart both. And they would lose both, right? So we go, yeah, shrink this. Top that. Go here. And then, yeah, now we just go here, right? Go here. Do the thing. Top that. That. They go to 8, and then we Bauble on their upkeep, so they can't Thoughtseize my Breach. Oh, yeah, I missed a point of damage. I should have faced the last Lava Dart. You're right. There was no reason to target the Shieldred. I did miss 1 damage. You're right. Yeah. I missed a point of damage. My bad. That was just a miss point. You are correct. All right, Magical has redeemed a donation deck. Sweet. Let me copy this. Put you in the queue for next week. Is that a second Shieldred? All right, so this is for Magical. All right, so we have this week is full, and now next week is full. I still need deck lists from Lupo and Turchin. Lupo for this week, Turchin for next week. Okay, so that happens. That's fine. We should be able to kill them, right? Like, very easily. Actually, not very easily. 3... We only have to cast Growth twice. Right? So we can go Breach. This should be lethal. Yeah, we have to Growth twice and keep Delirium, which shouldn't be that difficult, right? We can even do this first. Or actually, I can actually Growth 3 times, right? Let's do it this way. Creature, land. Done. I just have to be a little bit careful. Graveyard. Alright, they scooped. Cool. Could do mine whenever I work from home or can catch the bot. Gotcha, okay. Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, you're, I have you on for going for next week if you're cool with that. Alright, do we want any of this stuff against Jun's Saga? I don't think so, right? Could maybe bring in Grudge. It's only good against the Saga tokens. It's probably not worth it, right? I guess that's a good point too. It also might not be Saga, because they do have multiple Shieldreds. They didn't play any Saga artifacts either. So yeah, Lupo, whenever you have the deck list ready, if you could just put it in the Discord. Whenever you're ready. No Jegantha. Well, they have Shieldred, right? You were gravely mistaken. Sideboard guide for Blue-Red or Just Guy Prowess. Not familiar with one now. Could probably search it, though. I'm trying to think of who plays the most prowess online. Like, people on Twitter that might have a guide. Fracom? Does Fracom have one? Fracom might. Yeah, look at that. I just go to Fracom's Twitter and it's right there. There you go. Fresh sideboard guide for Jeskai Prowess Breach just dropped and it's free. There you go. Fracom94 on Twitter. Easy clap. It's just that easy. This hand looks good. Keep this. It's pre-preordained. Oh, sure. Maybe they have an updated one. You get a lot of burn primers. The Inquisition My Questing Druid. Okay. I'll play a Swiftspear. Yeah, I'm trying to go through Fracom's Twitter and see if they've posted one since Preordained was out. Maybe they have. Whose Twitter? What is this Twitter you speak of? Alright, land. Go to combat. I'm going to save the Harvest for next turn because I have the Soul-Scar Mage. Yeah, Fatal Push. Fatal Push. Let's just get a basic. Fatal Push. Fatal Push. Get up, get up. Engineered explosives. Yeah, Fatal Bush. Alright, we have to bait this EE somehow. Obviously can't play the Channeler into it. Non-land. Okay. 3 card types. Let's go to combat. I kind of expect them to have a Shield Rid or something next turn. Oh, they're just going to pop it now? I was going to play a spell, but if they're just going to pop it, that's fine. Sure, go. Oh, wait, I should have played the Channeler there. I'm dumb. It's actually not that bad to not play the Channeler there, because I don't have Delirium right now. And if they Bowmastered... I guess if they Bowmaster, I can just dart the Bowmaster, and that's the 4th type for Delirium. Yeah, that was dumb. Yeah, somehow no instant, which is kind of weird. So let's do this. We have 2 cards in hand. Okay, that's an answer to Shield Rip, which is nice. I want to do this now. Basically, I want to get Delirium before they can play Bowmaster. Is that good? It's probably okay. Go. No haste is too slow. I mean, I just kind of expect him to have a Fatal Push or a Bolt here, and I just want a follow-up creature, because I don't have enough mana to utilize Breach. I guess I could Graveyard trying to find a land. Oh. Okay. See, I guess I can Graveyard it now. Yeah, that's probably fine, right? Although, again, not having a follow-up threat's kind of awkward. So this is the 12th card in my graveyard. So I can go Breach. I can go Breach, Channeler, Harvest. Is that enough, though? I could try to find exactly Bauble. But without a Bauble already in rotation, it's kind of awkward. Because I'm not guaranteed to get more than those 2 cards out of it. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, this might just be a Jegantha turn, honestly. Yeah. Let's just do this. Or at least wait 1 more turn till I can find a land. Because now I can go... That's fine. Now I can go Breach, Channeler, Harvest for land, play land, Breach, Harvester... Or, sorry, Breach, Channeler, harvest for land, play land, then harvest again. So 2 for Breach, 1 for Channeler, 1 for harvest land. And then I can bolt something. I mean, that's pretty good, right? So 2 for Breach, 1 for Channeler, harvest land. Yeah, I do have a 4th Stomping Ground. And then I guess I can just bolt. So we're casting 3 spells from the graveyard, which is exactly enough cards that I have. I guess I'll get a couple Surveil triggers. Yeah, that seems fine. Let's Breach. So we go Channeler first. And... I mean, is it even worth casting Harvest? What's the point of harvesting, right? What's up, J-Goat? I guess the point of harvesting is to hit my land drop for Jegantha next turn. Sure, that's fine. Yeah, okay. Sure. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't really matter. Land. And then we go land, kill Reflection. I think we save the heat. Just bolt the Reflection. 1, 2, 3. No. So the bolt's gonna stay in the graveyard, so we get rid of the other instant, the land, and a creature. And then we have 3 types. I don't even think that's relevant, right? I guess it's, like, relatively free to keep. Dart, flashback, dart. Well, the whole point of going through this is I wanted my 5th land to be able to play Jegantha next turn. It's kind of why I want to graveyard that. Because I don't want to have to harvest into a land. Oh, right, the Breach gets me Delirium back. Okay, that's good. I forgot the Breach was going to die to give me Delirium again. Okay, that was good. They had Fatal Push. Okay. But can you defeat my Elk? Tonight's prelim starts in 2 hours. 6 p.m. Eastern. Literally can never beat an Elk. Shouldn't have 6 in case they have heat. Okay, that's fine. That I am not concerned with. Because we can just dart that. We do kind of have to find an answer for this other Flip Fable. If this is supposed to be Gruul Prowess, then why does it have Hornet Stings? Hornet Sting is too good. We can't play good cards like that. Feinberg, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Alright, we start here. And then we Morphose. Make green-red. Make green-red again. Okay. Coggers. Well, that's not great. Not ideal. Attack, I think. Thought about Monstrous Rage in this list. It could be okay. I guess I maybe should have darted the token so they couldn't jump block. I was thinking saving is better if I find another dart, but I guess if I find a second dart, I can still kill the Reflection anyways. I just go, like, use this one to kill the blocker, and then draw dart, dart flashback, dart, kill this. We need that second Breach. Monstrous Rage could be cool as, like, a way to get through blockers. But, I don't know, you already kind of have Lava Dart for that. This went from bad to worse very, very quickly. Sure. Alright, we need a Breach. Need a Breach. Any breaches? Any breaches? Breach, breach, breach. Just say you were saving it for a second Bowmaster. True. That's not a breach. I'm at 6. Attacking is kind of pointless, right? Yeah, I think attacking is kind of pointless. And we have to just use Jegantha to check the shield rid. It's gonna be really hard to win this game. Maybe I messed up the breach turn. It's possible I was supposed to wait. Is breach even good enough? I think so. Well, now it might not be. Yeah, we're just dead right. Pop this. Alright. Game 3. That was a weird game. Okay, I think we've seen enough of their deck at this point without an Urza Saga that we can safely say they're not playing Saga. Which means we definitely don't want Grudge. Yeah, I'll just run it back. Have I considered insert pet card in this list? What's your pet card, chat? Mine's Grief Smile. Yeah, their sideboard is just 4 Urza Sagas and then 5 Urza Saga targets. Murktide, Doomwake Giant based. Somebody VIP Hercules. Bard class, Seep Clear's Fairy, Spell Snare, Paradox Engine, No Smile, Gruul Spellbreaker, Archangel of Thune, Royal Treatment, Monstrous Rage, Protein Hulk. Protein Hulk definitely does work out. What's up, DBZ? That card is Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, Protein Hulk, because he hits the gym, you know? Big strong man. You ever look at that? The Protein Hulk is ripped. That thing definitely hits the gym. What are these hands without creatures? Like, I just want a single creature in my opening hand. Am I asking for too much? I think I'm still keeping. Madge. Madge. I'm so badge that I can't even F6. Does VIP let you skip ads? No. I don't even think there's a way for me to, like, enable that where VIPs don't get ads. I think it's just subs. Subs and Twitch Turbo. Alright, DBZ has redeemed a song request. God, my deck is really bad against Leyline. Like, really bad against Leyline. Ah! I can't. Curd Bros, thank you for the 32 months. 32 months sub. You know what that means, Curd Bros? No more ads. No more ads. Thank you for the 32, buddy. Appreciate you. Stop. You kept a 1-lander. Alright, well, now I can win. Jeff, please save me. Please save me, Jeff. Maybe I'll play Jegantha before my opponent finds their second land. It's looking more likely. I'm gonna go Channeler End of Turn Druid, I think. I think I like that. Faithless Looting. If only. Alright, we can do this. We can defeat our opponent. We can defeat our beta screwed opponent, surely. I don't think I'm supposed to keep that. It's a little sus. Little sus. So we had a land and a Manamorphose. Okay. Oh, let's go. Alright, let's go land. Probably should attack first. Get a mountain. Go to combat. This is how you beat Leyline, by the way. You just have to hope that your opponent gets mana screwed. It's really just that easy. So I would assume they're going to Fatal Push this. Graveyard. I guess we make green-red? Chat, you know what my line is? Cast Underworld Breach just so I can get a trigger off of this. Underworld Breach go. Best line. Why did I graveyard that? I guess they have explosives. Looking for more druids, maybe. Underworld Breach pass. A classic line. Don't Fatal Push me, please. Thank you. I think they have a scam. I hope they don't have a scam. I mean, they have an explosives in play, right? That was why I didn't keep it. You know. No, the prelim doesn't happen for an hour and 40 minutes. It starts at 6. I thought I posted it on Twitter. It starts at 6. Wonder if they just drew that. Maybe they had it last turn. They messed up the order. What do you mean? No, they were supposed to do it that way, right? Midnight prelims for EU. Well, that's why they have them at different times each day, right? To like try and, make it more applicable for other regions. Opponent said unreal in the chat. True. Very true. But how unreal is it? We still might lose this game. But how unreal is it, How unreal? I could Manamorphose Bolt. Sure. I'm cool with that. Just to save it. Is it better to save the growth? Oh, it's Fatal Push. Why did I think it was Bolt? I'm dumb. I thought it was Bolt. In my head it was Bolt, but whatever, it's fine. I thought it was Bolt, chat. Stop. I thought they cast Lightning Bolt. My streamer has dementia, Sag. Streamer dementia, Sag. Ooh, the Tarmogoyf Leyline of the Void combination deck. You love to see it. Combo deck. I don't know, attack you? Go to 6? You want to chump block with your Tarmogoyf? How many bolts have I gone through? They're actually chump blocking with Tarmogoyf? There's no way that's right. Probably should have cast the Breach there just for Prowess. TBH. Or not Prowess, but Surveil. You know what I meant. They are returning a land. Can we Breach to kill Tarmo? How would Breach kill Tarmo? They got a Leyline in play. This Breach is doing nothing except getting a Surveil trigger. I'm just going to EOT this, I think. Graveyard. So they go to 3. And now Channeler Growth is lethal. Guess I'll cast this. See if we can find a bolt on top. Well, I mean, they didn't ping DRC. They needed a land, right? Alright, we are in a bad spot if they have bolt. No ping in the DRC. They need a land, though, right? I guess maybe that means they might also have bolt. But, like, if you're going to kill the DRC, why not just ping it and miss your land drop that turn, right? Oh, they have heat for Jegantha, right? And they're going to die to... Yo, we just got Slaughter Pacted. We got Slaughter Pacted into next year. I sure didn't play around Slaughter Pacts. I guess I can kill the Goyf if I spend my entire hand. It's probably fine, right? How many bolts do I have left? I still have 2 bolts. Yeah, let's do it. Is this the 0-3 bracket? No, it's the 0-0 bracket. Believe it or not. And I have to heat before damage, because I just need the Surveil trigger. Imagine not playing around Slaughter Pact, I know. Couldn't be me. Ah, we'll top that. Alright, we won anyways, cool. Thankfully, we dodged the Slaughter Pact. Yeah, we're on the Slaughter Pact bracket. Oh my god, what a weird game. It's turn 9. Like, they didn't play their second land until turn 7, so. Kind of a weird one. You're gonna mill me for one? There's no way. Mill yourself now. Mill yourself now. Cool. Next. See ya. Mana Trader's out of Terminates. Classic. Do I have now enabled? No, I don't have now enabled. But I will have now enabled in a second. Hold, please. Hold. 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 Alright, now you can go crazy. Now you can go off. Ragavan, huh? How do we address that? Probably bolt. I think I'm going to bolt it now. I'm going to save the Bauble. Do I still have the All Access Pass? No, I do not. I wonder how much of chat knows LTG. Bolt Monkey. Ooh, that's a good card. Alright, Stomping Ground. This one. This one. I'm just gonna Dart main phase. Ooh! Chill, bro. Chill. Chill out there. That is quite the force of negation. Opponent's just like, no, you will not. I think not. In fact, you will actually not, you will not Lava Derp my channeler. Okay. God, that's aggressive. Yeah, I did get exiled. Exile yourself now. Someone fawn a Mishra's Bauble on turn 1 on Saturday RCQ. Did you mulligan? Or did they just, like, have the read that you kept the one-lander or some shit? Is that aggressive? It depends on what the rest of their hand is. What'd they pitch? They pitched a Murktide. That's kind of weird. So I guess their hand was Force Murktide Expressive. But then at that point, you just let it die and then play the Expressive, right? So we can go Channeler, Shock, hold up Questing Druid. I think I like that. Again, there's like no reason to main phase the Druid. Oh, fuck. I could have done it on my own end step. I should have done that. I should have done this on my own end step. That would have been a lot better. Swish, thank you for the raid. Appreciate that. Welcome, Raiders. We're playing some Gruul Prowess. If you're new to the stream, hit that follow button. I think it's fine. It's funny, but I think it's fine. Playing around Fawn. I mean, they have 2 cards in their hand. If their last 2 cards are Fawn blue card, I'm pretty happy if they want to do that. But I should have done this on my end step to avoid counterspell. I don't care if they fawn it. That's whatever. We have enough for a little breach. Well, we're gonna get a surveil off this, and we can harvest. And we have Bauble in the graveyard. We can probably get a good breach if they do counter the questing druid. Attack. We'll take. Let's go EOT. Seek the Beast. And they have the Tide. How big is it? 3. It's full amount. That's bad. So we can't even heat it, even if we did find heat. I have to, like, heat plus bolt. I assume they just shove all the spells, right? It's our best hit here, like heat plus bolt, probably. I mean, could beat it 8-8. I guess just heat would do it if they blocked. But if I flip heat off this, they're just not going to block. Yeah, that's the problem. They're just they're just going to take 3 now. Is there a chance I upkeep Mutagenic? Because if I upkeep Mutagenic, trying to think if I can go, if there's some world that where I can go like Breach, Heat Bolt or something. Yeah, I can also just find a land too. Maybe I should have kept the land. Why didn't I bin a land up the Surveil? I mean, I guess I needed to find the Heat first. That was more important. That's actually not a bad hit. I guess if this is the case, I should just Heat now then. Get another Surveil. Because I'm going to Heat regardless this turn, right? Okay, now we can top that. This is kind of perfect now. Because now we just get to go... Do I harvest for a land? I kind of want to land for next turn, right? With the Breach. Yeah, I think I want to land here. Graveyard that. Get a land. And then we go... I could double dart this. No, that's bad. Let's bolt this. That's actually kind of interesting. Double Channeler with Breach and Bauble and Growth. It's kind of appealing, right? It is kind of awkward that I have to sack a land here for the dart. Because I do have to dart main phase. I don't want to let them get some more surveils. So I guess we just do it this way. I think it's worth doing in main phase, so they don't get surveils. And now we have Ragavan covered with Dart in the graveyard. What's up, Big Gold? So now we lead Channeler. No, I think we go to combat first, right? Yeah, we go to combat first. What if I just went Druid Channeler this turn, save the Breach for next turn? Yeah, that's way better, actually. I like that. Because if they have a counterspell, they kind of have to counter this. Well, I hope they don't have two counterspells. Would kind of make sense for them to. Alright, surely your last card's not another Murktide. It appears that it is not. Graveyard. I guess we go to combat first. Okay, they just scooped. Cool. Easy. Miss lethal? How did I miss lethal? Worked out the way they wasted counters. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say they wasted counters. They kind of had to cast those counter spells. Like, if their hand is counter spells and nothing else, and they don't cast the counter spells, they're just going to die with them in their hand. So, like, they had to cast them, you know. Do we want anything against Murktide? I guess Run Afoul, that's probably it. Right, yeah. Yeah, holding the Breach for last made sense. Yeah, everybody just wants to bring in Chalice on 1. But guys, Chalice on 1 is good against Murktide. I think this might be one of the weaker cards in my deck. Because this card is so bad into counter magic. Because it not only does it, like, you know, you trade for a counterspell, but they also trade for your entire turn, you know? What is Dragon Claws for? Burn. What if I shave, like, 2 Manamorphose and a Harvest? Does that make sense? Oh, no, I'm only adding 2 cards. Never mind. We'll just shave one of each, then. You know what? I'm actually just going to keep in the Harvest and cut 2 Manamorphose. I think I like that. Just lowering the curve is nice. Against, like, all their efficient counter magic. We have the Run Afoul. How do we lose? It is simply that easy. It is just that easy. Yeah, we need 34. The curve is not low enough. I don't think you realize this. Your curve can never be low enough. This is what we call tempo. Tempo. Edge missed. Edge. I enabled the new ad emote. What did I think it was called Peepo ads? Yeah, there's a new ad emote. Hold on, let me find it. I just added it today. Yeah, there it is. You found it. Peepo ads. Chat, spam Peepo ads. It's a really good one. It's a good emote. This deck could Luris. I would Luris. Peepo ads is probably my new favorite emote. It's a really good one. Society if Aspiring Spike ever enabled 7TV. He never will. That's the shitty part. I try to get him to do it every single time. Oh yeah, XTD Shrug is pretty good too. He's too busy arguing with chat, true. Another all-time banger emote. XTD Shrug is too good. Did we just like Giga Chad double growth? This is close. Giga Chad. I don't know if it's right, but I'm doing it. I don't think it's right. I think I just want to find the draw spell now. Okay, well, we've gone through 3 Mutagenics. We don't have anywhere near, we don't have anywhere near Delirium. We only have 2 times. Oh, fuck. Well, that's bad. It's definitely a punish. Turns out I should not have double Mutagenicked. Turns out that was not the play. Alright, let's find a... I guess probably best find here is Seek the Beast or Questing Druid. That's not it. That ain't it, Chief. Non-land. Okay, combat. Go. I love watching your stream where half the chat doesn't show up as emotes on my end. You gotta enable 7TV, man. 7TV. Best application of all time. Not even close. They went top bottom. Surely they'll pop the explosives this turn, right? Just gonna go to combat. Probably pick up Jegantha this turn. Okay. Never mind. Channel or pass. If 7TV is so good, why is there no 8TV? I don't know, man. That's a really good question. 9TV? Fine. I do have the Murktide. I guess we'll untap so we can play around Spell Pierce. Probably makes sense. We're going to get blasted by Counterspell no matter what. Guess this. You. Please don't counterspell me. Well, I didn't have Counterspell. That's good. But how do you beat my Elk? My sexy-ass Elk. Can't possibly beat that card. Elkch. Elkch. Is that an emote? Emotes. I'm just going to search Elk. So we can have a Jegantha emote. It's not really what I was looking for. What are these? I don't even know what half of these... None of these are actually Elks. Channel or pass, huh? Okay, we do this. I think we Manamorphose first. Probably just make red-green if it resolves. I'm trying to bait their counterspell. That's why I didn't want to breach this turn. I feel like maybe if they have a counterspell, they would consider countering this. Do you think they counter Bolt? The shitty thing is, like, even if they counter Bolt, it's kind of awkward. Where I Bolt this, they counter, then I just go Breach, go to combat attack, they just chump block. And I don't really get much out of my Breach at that point, because I don't have a Bauble. But I guess If they counter Bolt, then I just don't play the Breach. Oh, it's also bad if I play Breach and they have Heat. Yeah, but they can respond to the Breach and just Heat. And then I get fucked, right? Yeah, let's go for it. Spell snared very, very quickly. Well, they have no cards. We have a 4/5. I mean, that's fine, right? Okay. Yeah, fastest spell snare in the West. My god. I could put them to 2, but that's kind of loose. Just pass. Does 7TV not work on mobile or am I an incompetent boomer? I don't think it works on mobile. There might be a way to download it, but I have not found a way. Okay, that should be good enough. Attack. I'm gonna cast the Lava Dart first. I guess that's not enough if they have Heat. This beats Bolt, but not Heat. Is this an Otter? I was looking for Elk, though. We need a Jegantha emote. So we do this first. And now they can't Bolt. It's a bit spewy. It's a little bit spewy. Alright, well, they died. Cool. Sick. You have some non-swamplands between the Field of Ruins and stuff, and it can be kind of awkward. Speaking of mono black, does the deck beat up on all the beans decks? I mean, I think mono black coffers is favored against 4-color. Mostly just because I think your late game is just better than theirs. Like, you both have Ring, but you have Karn, and they don't. And you have your advantage in the ring fights because your Karn can shut off their rings. Hall of Storm Giants, huh? Yeah, you have Bowmaster for ring, too. I guess I'm just gonna Bauble now. Subtlety on top. Okay. Hall Subtlety. Maybe a blue-black deck? Or not. The best blue deck in the business. Well, they're going to counter this Harvest, and that's going to suck. Please don't counter. Please don't counter. Please, please, please. Please no counter. Come on, just counter the spell that I find off of the Harvest, right? You know that I'm gonna name non-land and Force of Negotiation. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. I think I'm gonna save the growth. No, I mean it's not sus at all. They just want to. They would counter it anyways. It tells me that they don't have Condescend in hand. Save the counter for Heat. Yeah. Yeah, or Remand. If they had Remand, they'd probably cast it there. Alright, mod check lands. Will I draw lands this game? Will I draw lands this game? The hell? Wait, did the stream just die? Chat, did stream die? Why? Did my Moto just die? Why is my Moto not working? I can't tap for mana. What the fuck? Hello? Okay, I guess we're just gonna restart Moto then. Hello, Moto? Server's down? I hope not. Moto is dying. Yeah, it was lagging a lot for me today. Died earlier on another stream. Ooh, we're gonna get some Edison content today if Moto's dead. Any Edison content? Yeah, whenever you play against Blutron, they actually just hack your entire system. In before emergency downtime. You're not supposed to say that out loud, Jose. You're supposed to keep that on the DL. Remand my Soul-Scar. Okay. Go. 5 viewers, by the way. Surely not everybody would leave when the zone is a blast. All right, I'm going to concede the game, I think. Can't play a creature into the blast zone. All right, you win. I'm off it. You win. I quit. I could play Ancient Grudge. I feel like these breaches might be a little bit too slow. Actually, Mutagenic is not great either. I don't know if I want 4 Ancient Grudges. Kind of want like 3. Keep in 1 breach. Let's try that. See, I know for a fact that you're not that you're just lying to me, Sams. As long as I'm registered in a league with Monastery Swiftspear in my deck, you would never leave. Like, just don't even lie to me like that. It seemed a bit early. I didn't have a land! I guess I drew a land that turn, but... How about we just let me play the game that I want to play, and let me concede when I want to concede? Because I'm actually the one that's playing, you know? If I'm not having fun, then, you know, I'm just gonna leave. Can we just do that? Like, please? No? Okay. No? Okay. Dak. Did I see the My Little Pony cards? No, I haven't seen that. Is it like a secret layer? Is that what it is? I kind of just want to play a questing druid here. I think it's correct. Resolving a second threat when they don't have a counterspell up is nice. And playing a 1 and a 2 is good if they have Blast Zone. Or the right demographic for the pony cards. Are you sure about that? I don't know if I'm the targeted demographic. On a personal level. Tank Tron. Classic Tron players, am I right? Alright, I'm going to seek your beast. She's seeking my beast. Till I'm questing the druid. Oh. This is why I fucking hate this card. It would have been so good if I just had one more land, but... Yeah, attack. Go. I know, it would have been disgusting. I mean, I think I had to try and put pressure on them. I think it made sense in my head to cast the Seek the Beast that turn when I did. I think it was right. And maybe this is just this is a polarized example of it, because in this matchup, you just need to race them. You just need to go as fast as possible. And in those situations, like, you know, it's a little awkward. Like, this card is good when you have the luxury and the time of holding it up on their turn. And I just don't think I don't think this is a spot that you would want to do that, you know? Supposed to Druid there? Maybe. But, like, with a third one in my hand? Yeah, I guess. We could just go, like, Druid attack for 2, next turn Seek. Maybe that's fine. Maybe you're right. Okay, that should be game. So now I can just go get a Mountain. And I'm going to Seek first. I'm going to Seek first, and then if they Condescend, I could pay. I'm probably not going to pay. But I could. And then we just go Channeler, counter here, double dart them, you're dead. Go to combat. Even if they force of negation the lava dart, they're still dead. Questing Druid with an Archimancer. But then the problem is you have to put an Archimancer in your deck, and you have to draw an Archimancer. And it's like, it's only good with exactly Questing Druid, since the rest of your deck is all 1-mana spells anyways. Oh, they could have Repeal. I always forget they played that stupid card. I'm not playing around it. They have it. Druid there just loses to O-Stone. Well, I mean, it's more likely we can kill them next turn with 2 Druids and a Swiftspear in play, right? So if we play the Druid, we pass, And then we just go, like, next turn, you know, seek the beast and go from there. What about the Storm deck? You're saying play, like, Questing Druid in the Storm deck? Or you're saying Gruul Storm? Like the deck that Spike played a little bit? Maybe. You can't Archaeomancer Questing Druid? No, they didn't mean Archaeomancer. They meant Goblin Anarchomancer. The red-green 2/2 that discounts your spells. If the Seek the Beast resolves, it might. But maybe. Our opponent has left the building. Kekbite. 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 Yeah, maybe they're Motogrush too. It's just classic Bluetron players, yeah. Just Bluetron things. They're gonna tank this long, I'm gonna Lava Dart them, and they're just gonna bounce my Questing Druid, and I'm gonna be sad. Do you think we need Heat? Maybe 2, a Tarkus Command instead. What do you think? People asked about a Tarkus Command. I don't really want more 2-mana cards. I'm trying to cut most of the 2-mana cards. Moto died again. Oh, no, did it? Chat, I have a feeling that there might be some emergency downtime. At least, you know, well, what's going on here? If Moto keeps crashing like this. Please no downtime. At least shit like this doesn't happen during Modern Super League. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, I am participating in the Modern Super League this week. This Wednesday. I believe it's 1 p.m. Pacific is the start time. Alright, just repeal me into next year. It's fine. I got it. Yeah, I know. I know you have repeal. It's fine. Yeah, I know. I know. You're goated like that. And we know they have Blast Zone in hand. I think I graveyard this. Right? Yeah. I just want to find Bolt. So they have to pop the Blast Zone this turn. They don't have a choice. Unless they go like Tronland Ring or something, or Tronland Karn Ring. Was it better to not Flashback Dart? Well then I lose the damage on the Swiftspear. Okay, that's, I guess, better than popping the Blast Zone. Like, if there is a Lightning Bolt on top of my deck, using the Dart on my turn made more sense. I guess... Do I Seek here? Casting Questing Druid is kind of bad, because they just go put a counter, I let it resolve, they ping, I growth, they just go pump ping again, right? So casting Druid just doesn't do anything. Oh, Moto broke again. God damn it, dude. Moto, stop crashing, please. God damn it, dude. What is happening? Magic Online is just, like, not having it today. Not having it, dude. You know what I think, chat? I think if people either give subs or drop Prime subs, or even Tier 1, if people subscribe to the channel, I think we're more likely to have a functioning Magic Online program. You gotta be shitting me, dude. You have to be kidding me. Come on! Alright, where's the tweet? Give me a Magic Online tweet. Magic Online. How long is it going to be down for? Yeah, scheduled, by the way. There's no tweet. Of course there's no tweet. Why would there be a tweet? You're logged in. Let me just try spam logging in. Don't let me try. Scheduled maintenance, by the way. Okay, there we go. Got it. Again, chat, I've been told that if people subscribe to the channel, we are more likely to have a functioning client. Can't, you know, confirm if that's true or not, but we could try it out. Okay, so we just go land Grudge. And then we have 3 of these. We can play 2 of them next turn. So they have Sundering Titan. Well, we can still beat Titan or Ulamog if we just rip a bolt. Okay, well that gets Ring. The Huan Ring. Could also maybe get Chalice if they have that. Elixir Jump Scare. Elixir Jump Scare. I guess I'll play it out. I don't know. We can't win this game. Yeah, Bolt no longer lethal. God, I really, really hate losing to Blutron. I really, really hate losing to Blutron. Oh, man. Go. Losses to Blutron count double? No, they shouldn't count at all. They actually should not count at all. That's a fact. Wait, they boarded in the Tormod script? Let them cook, I guess. Let them cook. Too many cards for bridge. Yeah, and that's even doubly so with the ring now. Probably can't beat that, though. And by probably, I mean, yeah, I definitely can't beat that. They're at 8. Not technically dead. Just, like, basically dead. Missing the record of a third match this league. Yeah, it never counts, you know. It just doesn't count. Every single time that you lose to Blutron, scrub it from the record books. Like, there's just no way it can count. Alright, kill this. Trigger these. I think I'm going to take 4. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take 4. And then I can end of turn flashback Grudge on one of them and then hope to rip a bolt. We're dead if they have Mindslaver, but that was going to be true regardless. Sure, why not? Guess they could find a second ring. Let's hope they don't. Could draw another Grudge as well. Okay, that's fine. They drew the elixir. They shuffled the elixir in after they Karn for it and then just redrew the elixir. That's hilarious. Alright, kill one of these assholes. Dude, what a game. What a game. Alright. Manamorphose? Actually, would it have been lethal if they didn't draw the elixir? No, I'd be one short, right? Because I go, play this, 4/4s, attack with both, they block 1, I pump, they go to 1. I'm saying if they didn't draw this, but they drew this anyway, so it doesn't matter. Well... Yeah, now we just lose, right? Because they just take this up to 2. Yeah, we just can't beat that. Alright. We have been bested by the best deck in the format, obviously. Blutron is just so good. How does anybody not play Blutron? Karn? You're assuming that Karn is classified as a good card. See, this is kind of one of those hands where I think I'm just going to run out of Druid on turn 2. Because A, I have a second one, and B, like, I just need a second creature with this hand. I think it's correct. Like, maybe it depends on what they're playing. Wooded Foothills. Did Magic Online tweet, by the way? Let's see if they did. Address the issues that people were having. Nope, no Magic Online tweet. Dead, gone. That's bad. Surely they don't have another removal spell, right? Do I have the coffers list? The list that is on Moxfield I don't think is currently updated, but I can update it real quick. It's on Twitter. Oh. That sucks. Bottom, I guess. Yeah, if you want the most up-to-date list, it's on the Twitter. I just haven't updated the Mox field yet. I'll do that after this match. It's not that much different. So we go Harvest for land, play Druid. Yeah, I'm gonna update the Mox field right now. So 2 of those. 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 2, 2. I think it's the only change I made, right? And I cut one of these. What did I add back in? Oh, the Blood Chief's Thirst. Blood Chief's Thirst. And then I added a land. Alright, Moxfield should be updated now. With the list that I'm going to play in the prelim later today. Should be good. Okay, they didn't play a third land. They just passed. Let's lead with Manamorphose. Yeah, now we have to bring in the Chalices for the first time in history. Do I make green here? I don't think so, because I have Stomping Ground. You can just make red. Dart them twice. Are they dead if they have nothing? I have to dart them before combat, because I need to use my mana floating. Let's go to combat. They may have ice. No ice. Bolt you? Question mark? So they go to 10, and then this is 9. I mean, the problem is if I... What if they have Brazen Borrower? It's so fucking bad if they have Borrower. You would just breach. I feel like I could just deal them 5. Yeah, I think dealing them 5 is enough. Just wait with the breach next turn. It is really like tempting to put them to 1, because then it turns off any fetch land or shock land if that's their third land. Okay. Quads, baby. Alright, Chalice, please save me for the first time in history. Love quads. Oh no, we can't Jegantha! Oh, chat, we can't Jegantha with Chalice. Maybe that's not worth it. Yeah, actually, the more I think about it, it's probably not worth it. No, not Jegantha! What do we cut? Maybe this. Manamorphose is kind of bad against Force Negation. Can Rhinos beat a 5/5? Are you suggesting doing this? Because I'm down. Cut Baubles. Nah, they're still fine for Prowess triggers. Yeah, I don't think it matters that Bauble gets countered, though. Because you have just, like, it enables Delirium for Heat, it gets Prowess triggers. I think it's fine. Just board in 4 Jegantha. No, I'm not boarding in Jegantha. If somebody gifts 2 subs, I'll put Jegantha in my main deck. Can't be doing that for free, though. Sand's not bad. Can work with it. Alright. Soul-Scar Mage. To believe. Yeah, so for those of you just tuning in, I know the record feature shows that we're 2-1. But unfortunately, due to the fact that Magic Online had some issues earlier, the record feature is actually broken, and we did not lose round number 2. We're actually 2-0-1. We took a draw, unintentional draw, but I can't fix it, so it is what it is. Could seek the base main phase to try and hit Chalice. Am I saying we took a loss? No. No, I'm saying that the record feature is broken. We're not 2-1. We didn't take a loss at all. We took a non-win. See, Park Mania gets it. I guess we do this main phase to try and hit Chalice. Although, if they have Outburst, then finding Chalice does nothing anyways. Looks like they're hardcasting Force. Alright, I mean, not ideal. At least they don't have a Cascade spell. They have Subtlety, maybe? I got a really long at near the end of the Mono Blue-Tron match. How did it end? It actually didn't end. The match bugged out. That's what happened. See, this is where I would pick up Jegantha if I had a Jegantha. These are not the best draws. Not the best. Alright, well, I can bolt that. I don't care about that much. Oh, a really long ad. Okay, it makes more sense now. It's like you said, I got a really long, and I didn't really know what you were trying to say. You shouldn't have boarded out every creature. I know. Unfortunate. Huge punt. Massive, massive punt. Alright, well, we're not beating this anyways. We draw, like, exactly Questing Druid here. It's probably not even enough. Okay, I'm out. Jesus Christ. Alright, chat. Again, 2 gifted subs to board in Jegantha. If you would like to see Jegantha in action. I won't click submit yet. Got a really long. Any Jegantha enjoyers? If you main deck Jegantha, you could have played it on turn 5. True. How many subs to board out the Chalices so we can keep the Jegantha? Yeah, that's true. If you are subscribed to the channel, you don't have to watch those ads. Alright, no takers. I'm going to click submit. Unfortunately, we don't have any... So that means... What that tells me is that every single person in chat hates Meese. Is that how you say the plural of moose? Is it Meese? I think it is. You're all a bunch of moose haters. Every single one of you. Anonymous, you're too late. Alright, I'll board it in next round. Anonymous, thank you for the 2 gifted. I'm gonna keep this. Oh, man. I don't want to see her moose subjected to main deck scam. True. The Retro Swifties. Oh, no, that was a while ago. That was a while ago. You want to bottom a land? I mean, the thing is, if I bottom a land, I kind of want to go Bauble on 1. Yeah, that's actually... Oh, wait, hold on. No, I should do it this way. Then I can have land in the graveyard for... Yeah, that's fine. Let's do it this way. So we just go get Stomping Ground. I'm just going to cast the Bauble. I think it's fine. Because I really do just want to hit my land drop next turn. Graveyard that... I mean, this is just insta-delirium, right? With the Mutagenic. Yeah, I can also upkeep growth on my turn if I want to. Oh, we found a land. Nice. Forest Pass. So now the question is, what do we play this turn? Can go second channel or Bauble. We could also just play Questing Druid. We could also hold up Seek the Beast. A lot of options. F Moose. No. How could you? This is a pro Moose channel. I don't know if I want to cast the Growth this turn. I kind of want to save it. Let's do DRC Bauble and go from there. Yeah, I'm just gonna graveyard this. This is just Delirium without having to use the Mutagenic. Just do this. Yeah, we'll upkeep Bauble. And then I think if they like upkeep Ice My Land, I probably just Seek the Beast in response if they're doing that. Muted and Delirium anyway. It would have, right? because we had instant creature artifact, or land creature artifact. This would have been instant. That was actually a decent draw. Do we seek and try to find a land? I think so. Yeah, I think we just seek here. Graveyard this. We just want lands. That's a pretty good card to graveyard. Okay, they force that. Attack for 6. They're gonna ice one. Alright, attack for 3. I'm gonna save the Swiftspear for next turn, I think. Or save the growths for next turn when I have the Swiftspear, as well as saving the dart. So now they shardless. We don't have them dead this turn. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I could have upkeep like growth darted to try and find a bolt. Maybe that was worth it. Okay, let's go Swiftspear. Combat. I'm gonna send all 3. See what they do. They double block the rhinos. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just go pump, pump, dart them. They go to 7, and they lose both rhinos. They could have Force of Negation for... I'm just going to fetch a mountain. Or, no, tap Stomping Ground. It's fine. But I don't want to mess with the Surveils. I kind of think we're past the point of this mattering, right? Just want to find burn spells. Does it feel like to be a go? Graveyard that. Go here. So this is going to get forced. That is rude. They pitch shardless too. So, is there a point in using the dart here? They have Besiju in hand? How do we know they have Besiju? From what? Oh, right. Okay, the Bauble. Yeah, sure. Can find second dart. Well, if we find second dart, it's not enough, right? Oh, we can dart them, and then if we find second dart, we can dart a rhino, and that's 7 plus the 1 from the dart. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. That's fine. Oh, did find the second dart. Do we want lands? No, I think we just want bolts, right? So that happens. And now we dart a rhino. This is gonna suck if they have endurance. We're gonna have nothing left. But we're all in at this point. Graveyard. Alright, all in. They go to 7, so it's not lethal. It's almost lethal. They can't have endurance now anyways. Well, we know they have Besiju in hand, right? I'm saying if they draw endurance. Growth was a burn spell. I guess the growth was lethal. Yeah, that's a good point. I maybe should have kept the growth. Yeah, I should have kept the growth. I wasn't thinking. Okay, well that's also lethal, maybe. Probably have subtlety. No, they scooped. Alright, cool. Yeah, I should have kept the growth on top. I don't know why I binned it. 2 times. Oh, okay, you know what? Here's the thing, right? The only reason we lost to Blutron is because Moto crashed twice, and it threw me off my game. 100% confirmed. Ooh, is this a mirror match, perhaps? It could just be like normal Jund Saga. If it's normal Jund Saga, I don't necessarily want to leave a Channeler, but let's do it. The prelim is about to be sketchy as fuck. Why do you say that? Just because of the weirdness and stuff? I mean, if something bad happens, they'll just, like, refund everybody in the prelim, right? Fetch for Zagoth. Definitely not the mirror. So, I'm not that worried about it. Looks like Zoo. But Zoo wouldn't play Bauble, would they? Tarmogoyf. 2/3 Tarmogoyf, no instant in the graveyard. Okay. Well, how do we proceed from here? I kind of want to go Bloodstained Mire for Mountain, Manamorphose red-green, Channeler Harvest. The other option is like Mountain. Could just play Channeler Soul-Scar and save the Manamorphose for next turn. Okay, well if that's my plan, then I should just go Soul-Scar. Oh, never mind. Magic Online crashed again. Dude, what is this? Look at this. I can't make red. Hello? Magic Online, hello? What is this, dude? This is so bad. I think this is the 4th time it's happened. All right, let's do this again. Surely it'll work this time, right? Surely. I'm telling you, Chad, if people subscribe to the channel, Magic Online is way more likely to not crash. So you guys just have to sub to keep the program up. I don't make up the rules. Do I think Coffers is in a good spot? I do. I don't really think Coffers is, like, any truly heinous matchups. I think they're all reasonable. It's server side issue? Oh, okay. Fuma with the gifted sub to Danny Bambino. Thank you for the gifted sub, Fuma. I appreciate that. Alright, your turn. Me when I'm Doomwake. What's up, Sven? Sven, I'm playing red cards today. Does that make you happy? No goblin guides. I'm doing some coffers testing against Scam. It felt horrible until I started drawing my marches, and it's not losing to Scam Fury. Yeah, the matchup also gets a lot better post board. Like, game 1, I think you're maybe somewhat of a dog, but once you have ley lines, it feels a lot easier. Because, like, the thing about Leyline against Scam is you basically get to a position where they're playing the games on your turn, and your deck is so much better in the mid to late game because you have Karns and Rings. The only way you lose to Scam is when you get turn 1 scammed. I think your deck is favored against every other, percentage of their draws. So Leylines help a lot against that. Stormwave is kind of an issue. How aggressively do I multi-Leyline post board? I mean, that's a tough question to answer. Like, I don't, I'm not going to mulligan every hand. It's not like you're playing against Dredge. Like, if my hand functions, I'm not going to ship it. But, like, if it's a mediocre 7, I'll probably go to 6. I guess we Manamorphose red-green first. That doesn't beat a Tarmogoyf. So what are we missing? We have creature, instant, land. So harvest for non-land. We can double bolt that, can't we? Okay, that works. Non-land. And there's already an instant in the graveyard, right? So bolt this. Graveyard. Bolt this. I have to top that, right? There's no enchantment. I mean, I want to draw that anyways. Okay, go. We won't bolt face. I guess I gotta put them to 3. But it's kind of sketchy, right? If I put them to 3, then they just go attack me with Goyf, put me to 7, Tribal Flames almost just kills me by itself. Yeah, but we can't expect them to fetch shock there, I think. So I think we're supposed to go fetch, breach, And now... I mean, I don't know, you guys just want to double bolt them? Not going for face is surprising to me. Yeah, maybe I should have. I didn't realize how low they were. I just thought it was important to kill the Tarmogoyf, but yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I should have just went face. I kind of just want to go double Channeler here. Well, I don't think I want to Manamorphose. I think I just want to go Channeler, or at least play Channeler first. Bro, Magic Online, come on. This is insane. Dude, what is happening? Ah, this program. Oh my god. It turns out we're actually not casting any spells. I mean, at least it's not my internet, you know? Add the Space Dog, they said. It'll be fine, they said. I did bolt a Goyf. I double bolted a Goyf, actually. Maybe that's what caused the crash. Alright, red. No? Still no? Cancel. What if I cancel? Does that work? Oh, now it's just frozen. Chat, 07s for this client. 07s. Alright, can I cast this Channeler, please? Oh, I can. Let's go. Okay. 1, 2. So I kind of think they have Binding. They didn't Binding the Breach. I guess if they Binding Breach, I can just bolt them. Yeah, let's just play second Channeler. I don't want the instant, because I have an instant in my hand. So we'll do it this way. Alright, Channeler, go. And then we have Sorcery, Land, Enchantment, Instant. So we have Guaranteed Delirium again. Yeah, I don't know. I probably would have won this game if I had just gone upstairs. Yikes, that's bad. Didn't know they had that card. Okay, so I think I'm going to spend the first one to go upstairs. And then I can, if I have to kill the Bowmaster, I can flash back the other one. Is that good enough? I don't think that's that relevant, right? Probably been that. Graveyard this. I definitely screwed this game up. I think I was probably supposed to go upstairs. Okay, that I'll keep. Yeah, I would have won this game easy if I just got upstairs with the bolts. They could have Binding here. Looks like they don't. So we just go Jeff and then Bauble them. And Binding on top, that's kind of sketchy. Yeah, I think I messed this game up. How is working Beseeching Coffers? It's, I think, been pretty good for me. I like it. Oh my god, this thing having lifelink? Yeah, I screwed this game up so bad. God, I would have just won if I'd gone upstairs. Maybe that's just like hindsight kind of thing. I don't know. I just didn't realize how low they were. They'd fetch shocks so much. I guess we do... Is that even worth it? What if I just go to combat, see if they block? Deal. So I can go Druid, kill this, but then they just Binding the Druid. So why don't we just Seek the Beast here? No, I shouldn't Seek the Beast now. I should Lava Dart this and Seek the Beast on end step, I think. Because I want to be able to cast 2-drops on my next turn. That's why I'm doing this on my own end step. Bolting them twice would have left them at 3 with you having no board. Well, no, because I was still going to attack with the... Oh, no, I wouldn't have had the Channeler. No, not after the Breach. I'm saying the turn before, when I double bolted Goyf. So there was a turn before I played the Breach where I double bolted Goyf. That turn, I think I should have went upstairs. I think that was definitely a mistake. I think I played the Breach turn right, but I don't think I played the turn before the Breach turn right. Well, this is 3 damage. So we can Seek into Land plus Bolt to kill them. This is so bad. Magic Online, please stop. Magic Online, please. Why is this? This is so bad. Ugh. It's not looking good for this prelim. I think they're. I feel like if they know about this, there's a good chance they may do some unplanned maintenance. They still haven't tweeted though, so I don't know. It's pretty rough though. Yeah, just can't cast spells. Classic. Cancel. God, this is so bad. Okay, Seek the Beast. 1, 2. Land Bolt, please. Land Soul-Scar Mage. Okay, well, there's a land. Get a basic. Oh my god, I milled my other basic. God, I punted this game so bad. Go, I guess. Wait, no, I have to play the Levidard now. I guess we just go upstairs. Yeah. What would you recommend in a meta full of 4-color? Coffers or Living End? I think Coffers is better against 4-color than Living End. Yeah, I punted that game pretty badly. Should be a good matchup, though. I am not going to sideboard. I could bring in a Run Afoul for exactly Scion of Draco, but I don't think it's worth it. We should win the post-board games, though. Assuming I don't mess up horribly like that. Look, the thing is, I get to blame both of my losses on the client just being shit, and, like, I'm just disoriented. Because every time I try to cast my spell, it just doesn't let me. These losses aren't my fault, guys. It's the client. Okay, this hand's good. Keep. Your turn. Okay, let's just get a basic. Play a Swiftspear. And attack. I'm going to hold all my spells for next turn. The client and Belutron bad combo? Yeah. It's just the client. The client is the only reason I lost these matches. It's all the client's fault. What are you going to do? Fetch Shock? Main phase Binding. Alright, what are we targeting? Sure, it's dead. I guess we just plan to end of turn questing Druid. Yeah, that's fine. And by questing Druid, I mean end of turn Seek the Beast. Okay, I'm going to respond to this because if I let it resolve, they can stub my Seek the Beast. So I'll do it this way. I don't really think I want that. Find a land and a Manamorphose. Okay. Could be worse. Do I do anything upkeep? No, I don't think so. So now we can go land. Questing Beast Manamorphose? Or Questing Druid. Questing Beast, no. We're not casting Questing Beast. Do this. Creature lands so far. That's instant. I think I just want to aggressively look for Delirium. They may stub this. They don't stub this. Make green red. Do I Manamorphose again? Do we save the Manamorphose? Could try to make a 5/5. I don't know how likely it is I'm going to make a 5/5 here to, like, check this. Right now I have instant creature land, so this is Delirium. I think I'm going to Manamorphose again. Try to find heat. Graveyard this. Make red-green. Harvest for non-land. Graveyard this. Okay, I guess I'll just dart them with the mana floating. I will keep that for next turn, I think. Oh, Moto's broke again. Well, we get to play like 4 or 5 turns before it breaks. I mean, that's not that bad, right? Like, what else do you expect from your client? I'm good. I'm good with 4 or 5 turns. Top. I want to top. I like top. I must top. Top, 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 top. Please top. I top. I also top. 7-1 in Arena Draft because my opponent round 8 had 2 Beans and a Garruk's Uprising, and they drew their entire deck 55 cards. It's going to be in limited meta. Yeah, if you have 2 Beans, probably. Chat, I'm still telling you, every single time somebody subs, and this has been true the entire time that this has been happening, every time somebody subs or gifts a sub, the client immediately fixes itself. There's only one way to test that. Alright, attack you for 3, go to 12. Go to 11. Like, I'm down 9 minutes only because of the shitty client. It's the only reason I'm down 9 minutes right now. This is embarrassing. You reverse the Diddy emote? That's kind of funny. I like that. Be submitting us for a claim? I should. Are we looting? I could double dart them to make a 6/6 and block. I don't know if I should, but I could do that. We have 5 types, so they can't keep us off Delirium. Steve, thank you for the 5 months. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think I actually kind of have to block, because if I don't block and double dart them, I die to double Tribal Flames. Yeah, but like, I don't know. What if they just have double Tribal Flames in hand? I think I should block. And we have Mutagenic to protect against Bolt. Right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess we can't protect against Bolt. I think they have double Tribal in top 15. Well, I don't want to play the Mutagenic because this is the one they don't know about, you know. I think this is fine. I think this is a good line. Question is, do we keep the Harvest? It might just be better to look for bolts. Especially because I'm going down 2 lanes this turn. I think this plays fine, guys. Definitely graveyard that. Alright, Bass Priority. About to get blown up by Binding. I mean, that's going to be true regardless, right? No matter what, if they have Binding, it's not great for me. We have another Bolt. Scion of the Deckel. So, do I seek the Beast now? At 13. I think we want to upkeep Seek the Beast to get a Surveil trigger. Graveyard this. What's up, Clockwork? Yep, Clock. We found a Bolt, which is not bad. They're at 8. So the Druid is lethal. I guess we just go to combat. Yeah, it does suck to lose the Breach. We only have 6 minutes left before the prelim starts. Yeah, I guess I just bolt this and then hope that they can't deal with a Druid. Damage. Funny enough, I'm gonna lose the double Tribal Flames anyways. The way that I played this. I could have also let them keep the Scion and went upstairs. I don't know. This is such a weird matchup. Well, like, I'm trying to play, like, the control deck instead of just trying to get them dead. Yeah, we could have bolted before damage, too, to Surveil. Maybe that was better. I can make a 10-10. Do I even have a Stomping Ground left to fetch? No, I have no fetchables left. Oh, wait, that's horrendous. Yeah, I have no fetchables. I think we just pass. Yeah, because them being able to double block this is kind of sketch. No, we have no mountains. We have our deck has 4 Stomping Ground, 2 basics. And we've milled over the last Stomping Ground, and we sack both mountains to the Lava Dart turn. We have another Goyf. So we're going to be stare versus stare for a little bit. And now my Breach is actually not good either if I draw the other Breach. Because I just don't have any lands in my deck. God, this is super awkward. Just have no good attacks. Gotta find the Channeler. Upstairs, baby. I know, they have a lot better top decks than we do. It's the problem. God, I wish I didn't throw game 1. Stupid upkeep stop. Okay. It's a thing. We can't even cast Jeff. Yeah, we physically cannot cast Jeff. We have no more mana-producing lands. They don't exist. It's not even worth picking up Jeff. I'd rather just hold up my mana. In case we bobble into, like, Seek the Beast or something. Yeah, pay 1, -1 land. Right, they get to trigger that too. Got a 5. Now we're just dead to Tribal Flames. Not a good spot to be in. Casting Jegantha. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I am in the prelim, right? Yeah, I'm still in the prelim. Okay, play this. Non-land, please. So I have an 11-11. Still have no good attacks. See, the thing is, we're just going to be staring at each other until they eventually find Binding, and then kill our 11-11, and then we can't win anymore. Like, we just don't have good top decks from this position. Yeah, we're just Tribal Flames. Yeah, we should be going to game 3 if I didn't mess up that game 1 so badly. Oh, wait. Does that do anything? I mean, not really. Because I have no enough mana. And I definitely don't have enough life to growth. Bauble? Yeah, but they have Bowmaster. They have a Bowmaster in play. I can't sack Bauble over and over again. We can growth twice in Bauble. Yeah, but it's not even close to enough. Kill Orc and play a bunch of Baubles. I guess we could do that. Yeah, sure. I guess that's our play. Yeah. And then play a shit ton of Baubles. Maybe I can make their blocks awkward this turn. What if I played Channeler and just passed? No, that's bad because they have a 4/4 flyer. Alright, kill this. 1, 2, 3. Maybe they won't count and concede to Breach. I don't think that's gonna happen. Alright, Bauble. 1, 2. Oh, prelim started. I might just concede this match and drop. Because this is the last match anyways. And I don't really want to double queue, and I think we are dead. Wait, we're just dead on board, aren't we? Because these have trample. I think we're just dead on board. Because this is a guaranteed 4 damage. Oh, they have that on top, too. Alright, we're dead. Let's play the prelim. Yeah, I fucked up game 1. We should have went to game 3, but it's fine. It is what it is. It is what it is. Alright, 4-1. No. Alright, league done. Here. Alright, chat, give me like 1 minute. I gotta run to the bathroom real quick, alright? Piss break. Chat, spam PPs while I'm gone, alright?